Intro music with Andean flute melodies begins and fades into the background. High in the Andes, where the air is thin and the mountains touch the sky, a civilization rose from humble beginnings to forge one of the largest empires the world has ever known. This is the story of the Inca, a tale of ambition, innovation, and divine power, etched into the very stone of South America. How did a small tribe from the Cusco Valley come to rule over 10 million people across thousands of miles? Join us as we journey back in time to witness the spectacular rise of the Inca Empire. Our story begins around the 12th century, in the fertile valley of Cusco, in what is now modern-day Peru. Legend tells us of a mythical origin. The sun god, Inti, sent his children, Manco Capac and Mama Oclo, to Earth. They emerged from the waters of Lake Titicaca with a golden staff. Their divine mission was to find a place where the staff would sink effortlessly into the ground, and there they would establish a city. After a long journey, they reached the Cusco Valley. The staff sank, and the foundation of the Inca civilization was laid. Manco Capac became the first Sapa Inca, the living son of the sun, and the kingdom of Cusco was born. For the next 2 centuries, the Inca were just one of many small kingdoms vying for resources and territory in the Andes. They were skilled farmers and builders, but their influence was local. They fought battles with neighboring tribes like the Chanca, but these were struggles for survival, not for empire. The early Sapa Incas, from Manco Capac to Viracocha Inca, slowly consolidated their power around Cusco, creating a strong, centralized state. They built terraces for farming, developed irrigation systems, and established a social structure that would become the bedrock of their future empire. They were laying the groundwork, piece by piece, for an unprecedented expansion. The turning point came in the early 15th century, around 1438. The Chanca, a powerful and aggressive neighboring confederacy, launched a massive invasion of Cusco. The reigning Sapa Inca, Viracocha, and his heir apparent fled the city, believing it was lost. But one of his sons, Cusi Yupanqui, refused to retreat. He stayed behind, rallied the Inca army, and prayed to the creator god Viracocha for aid. In a battle that has become legendary, Cusi Yupanqui led the Inca to a miraculous and decisive victory against the Chanca. The stones of the battlefield, it was said, rose up as warriors to fight alongside him. After this incredible triumph, Cusi Yupanqui took a new name, a name that would echo through history, Pachacuti, which means he who remakes the world. And remake the world he did. Pachacuti was not just a brilliant military commander. He was a visionary leader and a genius administrator. He transformed the kingdom of Cusco into the Inca Empire, or, as they called it, the Tawantinsuyu, the land of the 4 quarters. He declared himself the undisputed Sapa Inca and began a campaign of expansion unlike anything the Andes had ever seen. The rise of the Inca Empire had truly begun. Under Pachacuti's rule, the empire exploded in size. But how did he manage to conquer and control such a vast and diverse territory? The Inca strategy was a masterful blend of military might and clever diplomacy. Before attacking a new territory, Inca emissaries would be sent to offer its rulers a choice: join the empire peacefully, retain some local power, and enjoy the benefits of Inca protection and infrastructure, or face the full force of the Inca army. Many chieftains, seeing the power and organization of the Inca, chose to submit without a fight. Those who resisted were swiftly and decisively conquered. Pachacuti's genius wasn't just in conquest, it was in integration. He reorganized the entire structure of the state. He rebuilt the city of Cusco, transforming it into a magnificent imperial capital, the navel of the universe, shaped like a puma. He established a state religion centered on the sun god Inti, which helped unify the diverse peoples of the empire under a common belief system. However, he also allowed conquered peoples to continue worshiping their own local gods, or huacas, as long as they acknowledged the supremacy of Inti. This policy of religious tolerance was crucial for maintaining peace within the expanding empire. To govern his vast domain, Pachacuti created an incredibly efficient bureaucracy. He divided the empire into 4 administrative provinces, or suyus, each governed by a trusted official. He established a system of forced labor known as the Mita, where citizens would work on state projects like building roads, temples, and storehouses for a portion of the year. This system allowed the Inca to undertake massive construction projects without the use of currency. One of the most incredible achievements was the Inca road network, the Capac Ñan. This marvel of engineering stretched for over 25,000 miles, connecting every corner of the empire. It featured suspension bridges, paved sections, and a network of runners called Chasqui, who could relay messages across the empire with astonishing speed. Pachacuti's son and successor, Topa Inca Yupanqui, continued his father's work with equal fervor. A brilliant general in his own right, Topa Inca led military campaigns that pushed the empire's borders to their greatest extent. He conquered the powerful Chimu kingdom on the coast of Peru, absorbing their skilled artisans and vast wealth. He expanded the empire south into modern-day Chile and Argentina, and north into Ecuador and Colombia. By the end of his reign, the Tawantinsuyu stretched from the arid deserts of the coast to the lush Amazon rainforest, encompassing a stunning variety of landscapes and cultures. The final great builder of the empire was Huayna Capac, Topa Inca's son. He spent much of his reign consolidating the vast territories his father and grandfather had won. He suppressed rebellions and further solidified the northern frontier of the empire, establishing a second capital in Quito. Under Huayna Capac, the Inca Empire reached its absolute zenith. It was a society of incredible complexity and organization, a civilization that had mastered its challenging environment to create a stable and prosperous state for millions of people, all without the wheel, written language as we know it, or iron tools. Their knowledge of stonemasonry, agriculture, and administration was unparalleled in the Americas. From a small tribe in a single valley to a mighty empire spanning a continent, the rise of the Inca is a testament to human ingenuity, ambition, and adaptation. In just 3 generations, under the leadership of 3 extraordinary rulers, Pachacuti, Topa Inca, and Huayna Capac, they built an empire that rivaled any in the world. But as swiftly as it rose, its fall would be just as dramatic, a story for another time. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey through the history of the Inca. If you found this story as fascinating as we do, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the great civilizations of the past. Let us know in the comments which empire you'd like to see us cover next. Until then, keep exploring.